Izuku Midoriya, as everything happened the same as his life, but the bullying was harsher, and everything happened. Izuku's life, he he was very sad at his own life. His own sister also bullied him because of this. But then again, she gave us a valid point that if she scares Izuku with her quirk, then you not might want to be a hero. So yeah, Izuku never was mad at his sister because his sister never hurt him severely. No, she just scared him with with her quirk mainly. She never attacked Izuku with her quirk. Now, now we see Izuku thinking about his life again and again. The last day of middle school, the same thing happened. The tragic day. It unknown to everyone. It was gonna be the tragic day of them all, and for Bakugo mostly because his hero career is gonna be too much in problem. As we see, everything happened the same as the anime. The teacher literally threw the sheet away as throwing the sheet into the air and said, "Yo, I know you all want to be here," and that was shit. Now everything happened. The teacher called out, "Didn't Izuku wanted to go to you? Go to it doesn't Midoriya want to go to UA too?" As this question, Bakugo literally become aggressive as he literally he did not beat down on Izuku but trying to scare him with his explosion and exploding his decks. As they all laugh at him, Izuku was just taking last of his all hope inside. As Bakugo said to Izuku that after Izumi left this classroom, Bakugo said something to Izuku that literally broke him. As he said, "You know what? I bet even your own mother feel a dead weight around you and you wanna be hero, even knowing that you don't have a quirk. What can you do in your life without a quirk, Deku? Do you know in this world quirks are everything in this world. If you have power, then world is at your feet. Now tell me, Izuku, what do you have?" Bakugo said, getting a menacing tone. He said, "Then again, I don't expect anything from you. You are a useless motherfucker who just want to fuck around. I can sure that you won't get along. You will be killed at the first day." Said, "Huh." As before, Bakugo left and said, "Do you know what? I have a better idea for you to get a quirk." Said, "Huh?" Izuku just had a little light up in his face and said, "Oh, what?" As he said, "Take a sand off of the roof and pray to God in the next life you get a perfect quirk. Maybe even better." Ha! I bet it won't be even better than me." As he lived. As he leave Izuku then there at his thought. Izuku was thinking about the reasoning as you said. This ain't that bad idea. I am a wait for my mother. She cannot enjoy her life. She also overeat because of me. She also stressed herself to the point to working at too many part-time jobs, and I do wanna help my mom in a financial state." But as he remembered, as he sometimes tried to take the part-time job, but his mom said, "No, Izuku, you don't need to take anything," as she always babied Izuku because Izuku was quirkless. She knew how hard a life of a quirkless was, so she took all the stress into her head. As for Izuku, he knows that his mom's taking all the stress for him and working so hard to just feed them. As Izuku said, "It will be easier for her if I just die," he said. As he went to the school roof, he had to use more than what courage he has. As his feet were shaking, as he said, "If I die, my mother will be happy. If I had a quirk, everything would have been fine." As he said, "If I die, my mother will be happy." These words were continuously flowing to Izuku's head. As Izuku said, gaining his last strength, last confidence that he has, he said, "Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, mom, dad." As he said, "Before I leave, I'm gonna fuck Bakugo's life." As he said to himself, as he write the note, what's the reason of his suicide attempt? As he hold it into his arm, then at that time, coincidentally, Bakugo was passing that time. As Izuku said, that is all because of him, he said, as he jumped. As he jumped, a bright light engulfed Izuku. The bright light died down as Izuku's body fell in the ground lifeless. There was cracking sound, bone breaking, shattering sound, as Bakugo saw something that made him puke and regret everything that he said to Izuku. As that time Izumi was passing with her friend, as she saw her only brother lying dead in the ground. As she saw Bakugo, her anger grew so intensely as her eyes started to glow green. A green aura started to engulf Izumi, as Izumi said, "Bakugo, what did you do?" As this word was passed, everyone stayed silent as one of Bakugo's crony get angry. Crony was getting scared, as he said. Bakugo said to Izuku that take a sign off of the roof and pray to God to give him a better cook in next life. As this, there was a big ass silence. As Izumi just sees Izuku's lifeless body, as her eyes watering. Her telekinesis quirk evolved. As Bakugo could feel a pressure, everyone in the school could even feel the pressure. This pressure got into even Bakugo's nerves. Bakugo was panting heavily. He wasn't able to breathe at all, as he was breathing hard, very hard. He was also on his knees. Then that time, he started to flow upward, as he could feel he cannot even control his own quirk, even body. He was activating his quirk furiously, but his body won't even budge. As he looked, Izumi was holding him by the throat, as her eyes were completely blank. There were nothing, no iris, just blank. As she slammed Bakugo on the ground, as she slammed him there and there, breaking his every bone, everything that Bakugo has, breaking his arms, leg, everything, shattering them into pieces, literally destroying his fucking hero career, as he was permanently crippled. No doctor in the world, not even a healing quirk, could heal him, as Bakugo laid in the ground unconscious. He doesn't know, but when he's gonna wake up, he's gonna feel lots and lots of pain. At that time, the world stopped. Everything around the world stopped. We see Izuku's lifeless body. A bright light started to get out of Izuku's body, as we see a spiritual Izuku. As he opened his eyes, as he saw his lifeless body, everything what happened, as everything turned around him started to go black. He could not see anything, just black and black. Then at that time, a woman came in front of Izuku. The woman said, "Welcome, I guess you are my new host. The previous predecessor of this power has granted you the pleasure of being my host," she said. And looking at you, you're cute. So darling, congratulations being the new host of the ultimate cheating system, she said. As Izuku said, ultimate wa? As Izuku thought, why am I not shattering? What? I said, "Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm not shattering, it's because of me." "Really?" she said. "How so?" Izuku answered. "Oh, you see, Whenever my host if I am bestowed upon my host, they or he or she can get a physical boost and even confident boost at the same time, so they are not gonna remain the same person as they were. So there, let's just say there gonna be they have some boost and buff. So for now, for you darling, I have decided a different thing, she said. Oh, what? Izuku answered. Said, normally we give a system to the person as they could use as they like in their world, but for you I'm gonna give you a trial. A trial? Yes. Normally the system doesn't give anyone a trial, but I'm gonna give you the trial. The trial is you're gonna be sent into another world where you can flex around with people and do many stuff, and I have chosen a perfect world for you to flex around. So I'm gonna implant you into that world, and with that MC apparently, and your goal is to become the ultimate MC, even the god itself, you can say. She answered and said, and extra bonus, I'm gonna be with you at your whole journey, she said. Huh? Yes, apparently I'm stuck inside your head and I can come out whenever I feel like it. So you're stuck with me for about the rest of your life and you're immortal. I said, Imawa? Yes, my previous host was also immortal. And he decided to give you the ultimate cheating system. So he died a few seconds ago, so you have been given the system. Oh, our main character said. So which world I'm going to? Oh, the world that I personally like to call it. It's called Another World with my smartphone. The MC of this world is named Mochizuki Toya. Apparently he's the same case as like you. Apparently you see the god, and the god wanted to make up with him, and he just say, let's just say, gave him some few godly privilege and ultimate few buffs, but my buffs are stronger than the god. So your mission is to be stronger than the god that is gonna grant you few wishes. Interesting. Yes, interesting. Now, before we go into the my another world with a smartphone, you're gonna have to let's see what choose some powers that you're gonna take with you. Powers, yes. You're gonna take a few powers with you and also physical buffs. Okay, and said, so what power would you like? As there was a list of power, unlimited list of power, as he could not decide, and said he was getting confused. Said, what power should I take? As he wondered first, All Might. Then then he saw there was no All Might power there. As the system answered now this time, as he said, you see, in your world power is not gonna exist here. Why? Apparently your world is too weak compared to other worlds there, the power that displayed there. If you want, I can suggest you some power. Oh, okay. Oh, and you can only choose one power. Bummers, he said. Okay, I suggest you take this. Limitless, the sixth eye. Limitless sixth eye. The owner of the power's name Satoru Gojo. She said. Satoru Gojo, huh? Yes, and you can also unlock new powers and also gain another system also. That's an interesting concept, I see. Yes, so do you choose Satoru Gojo's power? Yes, Izuku said. Great. As both of them were engulfed in a bright light, I said, now we are gonna get into another world with my smartphone, and I have implanted you over there. So yeah, remember, before we go, as she gave him a kiss on the forehead and said, this is gonna be the memory that you're gonna receive, the information about the world. As Izuku got the information and said, yep, I know what to do, he said, and he also got the information how can he use his power. As Izuku said, the power is extremely godly, you know. Yes, that's why I have given you that. Okay, Riziko said, if my trial is over, will I still have those powers? Said, oh yes, apparently. You see, this is gonna be saving. It's gonna be like you can save a game or a character apparently. So you are saving this, right? Yes, Izuku said. Okay, save complete. Now, so what do you say, darling? Let's start our journey. Yes, start our journey as Izuku's journey of the worlds, different animes, different mangas, even. As Izuku said, yeah, baby, let's go, Izuku said as they both disappear in a bright light. As Izuku opened his eyes, he was in his middle school uniform, but he saw his changes. As the system said, oh, and before you go, I have a name, Name, yes. My previous owner gave me Kulin. Wait a second. Now, for guys, Izuku's body shape, you're seeing it right now, but remember, he does not have the green hair and the green eye, emerald green eyes. So yes, he has white hair and the sixth eye of Gojo. As this is the Cornelia. This is Cornelia, Izuku's system's name. So Izuku said, "So Cornelia, huh? That's a nice name. Thank you," she said. As we see, our main character was beside a boy teenager, you can say, high schooler, apparently older than him, but Izuku's size can tell that he is, you can say, he may be, let's just see, he may be a high school student, but he was shorter than Izuku. Yeah, Izuku already has a gain, but buff point, and he's already buff as shit. So Izuku fucking look like the same age as Toya. So awesome shit for him. Fuck this, fuck those messages that you are seeing right there. Ignore those. Now you see, he was beside a boy as he said. So that's Tomochizuki Toya, huh? Interesting character. He is way too kind for his own good, but then again, fucking character pussy. He is a pussy. Our main character said to him, as Izuku said, of course he is a pussy. As Izuku was also surprised by his own word as he said, I normally don't swear or I say these type of dirty word as Cornelia said. It's something that I grant my users. So don't worry about it. Do your own thing. You have your limitless Gojo size, everything that Gojo has, and you don't have any kind of drawbacks like Gojo. So you can do whatever you want. Even you can also use domain expansion every time you want, and your stamina is pretty much unlimited. Money, status point, everything is unlimited, so you don't need to worry. And you can learn any skill just by looking at them once, like an Uchiha. As our main character said, what's an Uchiha? Oh, I'm gonna give you the information a little bit later. For now, just ignore that word. As Izuku said, okay, as now we see Izuku getting into a little motion, as said, I'm very sorry both of you. As the person just said in front of him said, as Toya said, yes, it's because of my fault that you two died. As Izuku said, how did I? Said, don't you remember? Did you fall from the middle school cliff? Don't you remember? So, oh yeah. As for the god, he said, and for you, Mr. Izuku, I'm very sorry whatever happened to you in your life. As said, I'm sorry for not giving you a quirk, but your life was about to change then there, but you died. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, very very sorry. I didn't know that the bullying would be so harsh. I thought you were gonna survive like other alternative version of yours. I said, You see, the other alternative version, they become number one hero, as Izuku's thought said. If I didn't jump, said yes. If you didn't jump, you would have been the number one hero. But you have to work hard. But now you don't have to work hard. You can be the number one hero just by calling me once. I will give you power, whatever you need. You're gonna be a god, even if you are a weak shit. She said. As our main character now listened to the god said, I'm very sorry for that. So that's why you're gonna go with Toya here. You see how Toya died. It's my mistake. I was throwing lightning randomly, and then I did not see that Toya was under the tree. So yeah, he died. As our main character, as Izuku just said, wow, that shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I said for that I'm gonna give you few blessings if you want. One said, what you want in your next life. As for Izuku just said, as Cornelia said, Izuku, hurry up, say that you want to know the language of the world that he's sending you, and there's some money. Not money, let's just say infinite money. As Izuku said, oh, okay. Anything else? Said, nah, yeah, of course. You see, he's gonna already give you that aspect, so you don't need to worry on that. So, go on. As the god said, I have given you a few buffs. You see, you're more now stronger and faster, as Cornelia said. This god is selfish. He has just fucking give you it to wield any magic you want, and he doesn't even give you any stamina or anything. As she said, even the buffs are fucking disgusting. Those are weak as shit, she said. As she's just spitting at that god face. As for Izuku, he was just in an awkward position. I said, to be, as he was hearing too much, let's just say, bad voices. As Konya said, I'm gonna stop bickering. As for Izuku, as the god said, my boy Izuku, I see that you have something called limitless. What is that? As he said, maybe that's my quirk that I awaken. As the god said, maybe I did not see that. Maybe you have a quirk. As god said, I'm gonna just let it slide there. You can have it. As Toya said, what's a quirk, god? As God explained to him what a quirk and with his word was, as Toya said, man, that deep shit. Sorry, man. Sorry to hear. Said Izuku said, nah, it's okay. As Cornelia said, and he is a fucking pussy. Whatever information that I gained from the system, it says that this motherfucking character was so pussy. He was even fucking scared to kiss a fucking girl, and he is a pedophile at that. She said, pedophile? What? Yes, he fucking marries a fucking princess that was only 14 or 12 at that age was. Wow. He also married a fucking duke's daughter that was only 10. As Izuku just said, wow, that's a PewDiePie job, literally. That's a PewDiePie. As Cornelia said, yeah, that's shit. But for you, Izuku, you have me, so you don't need to worry about any other girls. As Izuku said, of course, I know you're stuck with me, so I don't care. You're beautiful, of course. As she blushed a little bit. As she said, you don't need to say that, you're cute, I know it. As we see, Izuku also blushed a little bit. As God said, why are you blushing, my boy? As Izuku said, no reason, as the blush was instantly gone. As the same thing in the anime, there was already, as Izuku was already standing. As he opened his eyes, he saw Toya was literally lying beside him, out the shade of the tree. As Izuku just said, that piece of shit is still lying, huh? As we see him just looking at Toya, as Toya wake up after 5 minutes. As he said, what happened? As he just said, man, we are here already, would you just get up already? As he just wake up and said, sorry. As Izuku's middle school outfit also changed, he doesn't know, he was in his little, you can say, high school uniform that he used to wear, so yeah. A normal random high school uniform was given to Izuku, so don't worry. As the normal, you can say, everything happened, the fucking tailor also came, and he also sold everything there. As for Izuku, he does not have a fucking phone, but he has a fucking system. He has a fucking map of the whole world. So he doesn't need any other thing else. As you see, because Izuku being with Toya, the god cannot even literally watch Toya or what he is doing. Or even he cannot even watch Izuku, so the god thought it was suspicious for him, but then again he's let it slide. He thought it was some problem or some shit. As we see, Izuku wanted to try out his little power as he remembered Gojo's ability in immense strength, immense curse energy, immense speed, reflex, stamina, every fucking thing, the sixth eye, the limitless infinity, everything. He wanted to try those, but he had to hold back. As he and Toya went to the same part of the city, as he said, I have to come up with a bullshit to say to Toya or else it's gonna be suspicious. Yeah, Konya said as she just thought of a bullshit and she transferred and said told him that it's your quirk that you died and got. As Izuku said, oh yeah, that bullshit might work. As the same thing, they made both twin sisters, Elise Siluesca, Rin Siluesca. As Toya was about to break the silver antler, Izuku just said, "Wait, man." As Izuku just uses immense speed and literally knocked them out, knock one of the thugs out. As he took the silver antler in his hand, as he said, "Huh, is this that valuable?" He just looked at this thing and said, "That's just a piece of shit item," he said. As he just threw the item to the twin sister and said, "Take it." As Izuku just looked at the other thug was, you can say, scared out. As he said, "You know what? Fuck you." As he literally went behind him with intense speed. As he broke the other thug's arm. As the other thug screamed in pain. As he said, "Oh shit." As the thug just said, "Oh, sorry, please forgive us, please." As he was literally screaming for his life as Izuku just said, "Now fuck off." As those thug just not answered. I'm sorry. He live with his other companion with a broken arm at least. As for Rin and Elise, they both were literally, you can say, surprised by his speed and even strength. As they said, thank you very much, stranger." As we see, Izuku said, "Oh, I guess I said, oh, it's okay, it's nothing really. I just did to help you guys. So, what was the problem?" You see, they were not giving they promised just to give one gold coin for the silver antler. So we took the mission, but the problem is we shouldn't have taken it, as the little sister with big bosom said. I told you, Rin, we shouldn't have taken that." She just shared out and said, I know, we are not gonna take it anymore. We are gonna have to stick with adventuring after that." As they both just said, "Yeah." As we see, and for you, stranger, well, my name is Rin Siluesca, Elise Siluesca. They both introduce themselves. "Oh yeah, my name is Izuku Midori, and this is my friend Mochizuki Toya. Call him Toya, call me Izuku," he said with a confidence. As both said, you introduced backward." As he said, "Are you from Ishin?" As Izuku already knows a little bit about, you can say, he has already information about Ishin, so he said, yes, you are from Ishin." As Toya said, "Man," I said, "I know." As he said, "Don't worry, man, I know something," he said, "and don't you dare open your mouth now." As Toya just said, okay." As we see, the flat chest one, she was staring at Izuku, but Izuku's not giving her the time and the money or giving her any fuck. She was literally blushing at that moment, and for the magic user one, or the big bosom sister, or you can say the little sister that has big bosoms, then the big sister, she was staring at Toya. Yeah, they have crushes already. Yeah, so yeah, we go now. As Toya said, "Do you know where the Silver Moon Inn is?" As they both nodded, and "We are staying there, so come with us, strangers." As they were talking to them, as We see Toya just getting close to Izuku and said, "What was that did you use?" Said, "Oh, did you forget God gave us, a little buff? God gave us buffs." "Oh, yes, I remember. That's why I could see you move very fastly, but then again, it was very fast to see." "Yeah, I know. I got few buffs." As for Izuku, only I said, that God just gave you some few fucking speed stamina, nothing else. I gave you that speed." I said, "Yeah, Cornelia, just shut the fuck up for now." Said, "Okay," she said. As we see our main character getting into Silver Moon Inn, as they talk to Micah, and the same thing happened. Said, she said to Lee, said, already make yourself a man." As she just looked at Izuku and she blushed very hard this time, as she just said, "Stop playing with me, Micah." As we see, they took both each room. As for Izuku, he just said, as we see, the night has already fallen. As Izuku just said, "Why I am not even feeling sleepy," he said. As Cornelia answered, "You see, because of having me." Now, if you're wondering the characters are, you see, the one with the long hair is the big sister. Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but she is the big sister. And the one with the developed body is the little sister. Her name, is Rinsilovska, the little sister, and Elise is the one with the, gauntlets around her arms. Yeah, fuck, but I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, shit. Now gonna go Little Micah's perspective. As we see, Izuku just said, Cornel, why I'm not able to sleep?" He said, as she answered, "You see, because of having me, you have gained the body of a gamer." Gamer body, yes, apparently. The gamer body grants you. Let's just see, if you close your eyes for just few minutes in the bed, you will gain your XP, stamina, everything recovered. But for other reason, because of the being ultimate chasing system, you have already them maxed, so you're not gonna get tired very soon. And the problem of the ultimate chasing system is you're not able to sleep. As Izuku said, "So I'm a working machine, huh?" "Yeah, it's like type of a machine. So would you like to test your powers?" "Oh, of course I do. I forget about that." I said, "No, okay now." As she said, "Go to your system," and just said Mark. As he said Mark and said, "You see, because of you marked here, you're gonna come to your room instantly after that, but you have to remove the marker, or you know what could happen." "Oh, mean, yes. You could mark here when there are some other people here." "Oh, okay," he said. Then we see Izuku just said, "So come on, let's I guess get out." As she said, wait, before you get out, I have to give you some proper clothes. Because of being my master, you mean you have to have drip. So she just gives a few things. As a bright life engulfed our main character. As he was wearing Gojo's drip here. As he said, I like this clothes. It look pretty much better on me." "Yes, of course it will look better. These are your power, the character's clothes you are wearing, the power that you have." He used to wear this. He still wears them. And the boy, the blindfold, he said, "Oh, the blindfold is for a reason, you see. Because your eye being, you can say, sense curse and other objects, so you have to block your eyes for a moment, block your eyes. But I said, don't worry, you have a sensing skill, so you are able to even see transparent from your blinding. So don't worry, it's like a Hyuga ability. Hyuga, what say that? I'm gonna give you the information later. For now, just go with it." As he were the blindfold, as he was surprised, he could see through it. As he said, interesting. As we see our main character getting out of his own room, inn. He's getting out of inn as he stepped outside. As he looked around, he then said, "Let's try the intense speed." As he speed up to one of the roof, as he saw, it was like teleportation, like a few moments, just yes. As he just running so fast that it was like he was teleporting to roof. As he came across one dark alleyways, as he heard a little, you can say, cry for help. As he didn't want to ignore that because he still is our Izuku, he has the hero mentality. He may be confident and arrogant a little bit, but he still is Izuku. So yeah, he went there. He saw something, let's just say, he went there as he saw 4 men naked and they were about to insert, their dicks into her pussy. As he got a little angry as he said, raping a girl in the middle of the night, that's interesting, he said. As this girl was, let's just say, a random girl. As he said, in a blink of an eye, she was out of the thug grasp. As she was beside our main character. As the thug said, boys, get him, he's taking our prey. As they were all rushed at him. As the girl said, we have to run, as she was about to run, but our main characters hold her hand and said, don't worry, just stand. As they were about to attack him, as they punch him, it just blocked. As they could feel there was a big ass wall in their front of them, said, what is that? As our main character just said, you know what? You don't deserve to live, he said. At that time, he just said it. Jujutsu, curse technique, purple, he said. As the fourth thug got let's just say, their bodies and nothing remained, everything was demolished from that point. As few of the houses were also destroyed, but a large portion of the city was also destroyed then there. For our main character, he just said, oops. As he took the girl into his arm, he exited from that alleyway as few of the soldiers came in and they saw what happened. As they investigated that part, we see our main character carrying the girl in his arm. As he went to one of the, you can say, he wanted something from something from Cornell. So as he said to telepathically to Cornell, said, Cornell, could you give me you can say, a jacket? Said, of course, why not? She gave the jacket. As jacket arrived in our main character arms magically, as the girl was surprised, as our main character said, now you miss, go now. Now miss, go home. As she said at the time, as she just bought our main character and she leave. Our main character said, I did feel something new. As he said, for some reason I feel addicted to use more and more curse energy. As Cornell answered, you see, using curse energy also affects your sanity, so be careful using it. And if you become a mindless, or not mindless, I mean, if you become a killer, I'm here to alter you, so don't worry, she said. As our main character said, okay. And wait, and I am gonna do a little thing to, let's just say, make you immune to curses and other things, so the curse won't get into your head too much. Thank you. As our main character, let's just say, having his own time, as he was teleporting from roof to roof, not teleporting, nearly you can say speed. As this time, as he tried go and started to hover around the air, as he said, the city does look good, right? Yeah, Conan answered. We see he just unlocked his eyes as he said, I wonder what can I do if I open my eyes. He had a little smirk. And then he just looked at the portion of the city that was destroyed because of his power. Luckily there was no harm done because of his limitless ability. Cornell was able to block people from his attack. As our main character said, I feel proud just by seeing my power in action. He said, yeah, Cornell answered. We see the next morning, time skip the next morning. It was also there for a few rumors were spread that in the night there is some savior around the you can say the city they were in. As the rumor stated that at one night he nearly killed the wanted thugs and other thing. Even the bandits are afraid of entering the city. After that, the word go all around the even the kingdom also. As few of the soldiers wanting to then few of the adventurer wanted to recruit him as in their adventure guild. But our main character was hidden. As let's just say the witness that saw our main character, they could say that he has long silver white hair and he always wear blindfold and full on black clothing. So they do not know his main face and other things that he has. As one of the witnesses said that he has sky blue eyes. They were most beautiful thing about him. It was a girl that he saved. So yeah, the rumors were getting on the whole city as we see the same. Mhm. The same thing in the anime happened. As Rin said, the rumors are getting pretty much deeper as that a mysterious hero arrived. Do you know that? As the both of them nodded. As Toya has also heard about the mysterious hero, as he was skeptical, said, "Who could that be?" He wondered, but then he just shrugged it off. As our main character, he had a smirk and said, "Whoever that was, I like him." Our main character said, "He literally fucking destroyed a half block of the city. Did you see that?" "Oh yeah, I did see," Rin said. It was like his no magic is so strong. No magic. As our main character knows about it, but Toya said, "No magic. What is that?" As our main character said, "Dumbass." I said, "You don't know about no magic?" "Nope." As she said, "I guess so. We could tell you. You see, the no magic or magic. There's only the user also can do. Like what? There is no magic for gate." As everything they said. I said, can you teach us a little bit of magic and other thing?" I said, that's interesting. Let's see. I said, how about yes? As everything happened, now they register as Adventure Guild. They register in Adventure Guild thing. And Toya is learning magic from, the big sister. It's too much, you can say, it's too much for him as he was learning still. As they both take their name into Adventure Guild. As our main character said, "Why not take my name as a hero? Huh? I cannot take Gojo Satoru, but then again, if I want, I can take the vigilante name as Gojo Satoru, maybe," he said. Then the same mission they got from the guild officer, the same mission they got. The Horn Wolf mission, they have to kill 8 Horn Wolves. As our main character does not need any weapon. Then again, he has to take weapons, that's it. As our main character said, should I use enchantment a little bit? As he wondered. Then we see Korean answer said, "Do you want a little buff here also?" She said, "Nah, it's gonna be too suspicious if I'm very strong." Yeah, but remember something. You could tell that it may be your no magic. You have a somehow. Yeah, maybe. As he said, "Okay, I gave you black flames." She literally stated, "How do I summon black flames?" You have to just summon. You have to just materialize where you want the black flames to be in your body or where. As the black flame won't hurt you that you hold anything. So you can also coat your black flames with the sword and make a flaming sword with black flames. As he said, interesting. Maybe I'm gonna take that. Of course, granted. As our main character take a sword. Now his sword is somewhat of a different. Now Izuku does not wear Gojo's drip head, not right yet at least. He wears something combat a level so he could combat a little bit. Now we see all of them entering the forest. As for Izuku, he just went alone in the forest with a sword in his back. As he said, I'm gonna hunt here alone, so don't worry. As we see, our main character just went in the jungle. As he said, I'm gonna take 2 or 3 horns with me. He said, I found only 3. As he think about the idea, what will he say? As everything happened the same in the anime, with now we go to our main character as he was roaming the jungle. As he found just a king ape, few king apes. As he said, hoo 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 hoo. These fucking apes look weak as shit. He said, yeah, this world didn't I tell you could flex here? Oh, that's something. As he just swing his sword. As he said, huh, how do I know? How do I know swordsmanship? That's the thing. He said, oh, I have given you skill to remember. If you hold anything, you will take the skill. Oh yeah. As he just playing with the blade, as he just used one swipe motion, the fucking you can say the cape died. It cut into pieces. As he said, huh, that's interesting. As our main character just now moving, as he find 2 horn wolves. As he said, I gotta take them. So he just said, let's see how. I don't wanna burn the horns, but I guess I got accused to do something. As he said, as he literally killed those horn wolves like it was nothing. As he took the 2 horns, as he put them into his pocket dimension. As our main character was moving around slowly, as he finds something, he found, let's just say, a den of a wild bears. The bear was pretty big. As he said, I could use that to my advantage, he said. As he took the blade and said, black flames. As the blade was coated in black flames, the bear could feel the heat from over there as the bear was flinching. As the bear came with his claws to dug into our main character, but our main character blocked it with his blade as the blade fire engulfed the bear as the bear died instantly. As he said, "Oh shit!" As he said, "Let's go with a move." As he saw few bears also. He said, then of course it's gonna be bear. As he said, dark slash, and you can say a slash of dark flames appear as it literally destroyed the whole den. It didn't occur any explosion or anything as that black flame died down, killing his target instantly as the black flame died. As in the behind, as he said, oh wow, I killed 4 horn wolves, that's something. As he took the 4 horns with him and then he went back to his group as he saw they have already killed fucking 8 wolves, so he just said, shit. As he just said, oh, I collected 5 already, he said, as he gave them, said, we have collected way too much. Yeah, said, maybe they're gonna give us some bonus, maybe. As Izuku and the group entered, as they got some bonus, as Toya already gave one for memory, but our main character, nope, he didn't even keep one. He just said, those are shit, why would I want them? As we see our main character getting them as the, let's just say, the guilt of his guilt worky. She just saw the 5 horn wolves, the 5 horn of the wolves. It was burned. The 5 horn that she received from the group, the 4 of them was burned. The burn was so deep that it did not destroy the horn, but the burn was even able to do something to the horns. She was surprised knowing these horns are strong. These don't burn easily, but then whoa, that's some magic they use. As she just shrugged it off and said, maybe they have some magic caster on their team. As we see our main character just literally going with them as they were learning as Toya. As for our main character, he was just seeing Toya learning magics. Apparently elemental magic, as he saw, they have to have affinities. As Colonel said, you don't need any affinities, you can literally look at any skill and you can copy them. You don't need to fucking tell the spells are fucking waste, useless, she said. Oh yeah, I know, just playing around a little bit. Yeah, don't play around, I don't want my host to be weak. As our main character just said, yeah, just wait. As we see now, as they were learning other things. Oh, now we are gonna go to skip up to a few things as the mission day came. Now they were doing some fucking shot, they doing some other thing, and they met Yai. Yes, the same thing. But in this, Izuku did not interfere with the fight because he doesn't want to cast unnecessary attention. So yeah, he didn't interfere. As they all run with Toya, as Toya introduced himself as Mochizuku Toya, as Izuku also introduced, said, Izuku Metuja, call me Izuku, he said. As she said, are you both from Ishin? She was having star in her eyes as Toya was about to say literally expose them, as Izuku just said, take his hand into his mouth and said, yeah, we are from Ishin. As Izuku just taking Toya into corner and said, you dumb fool, do you want to expose her over here? As Toya said, nope, so come on already man, just say we are from Ishin. Do you know Ishin? Yes, it's fucking ancient Japanese, it's fucking the past Japan, he said. I said, oh, yes, everything is the fucking same. You see the god copy pasted fucking Japan over here. Addition, as he said, oh really, how do you know that? Did you see your fucking map? Oh no, I did not. So then already fucking shut up and let's just go do with our thing. As Izuku came with the smile and said, got it Toya, don't mess up. Said, oh yeah. As we see our main character getting into it, as they were a little suspicious as what they were talking about. Now the same mission they got into, the mail. Esther was learning fucking magic. You know what magic? Sniffing. Another enhancement is fucking enhancing his fucking smell. Another thing, as our main character said, that's just a bullshit spell. He said most of the fucking spells are useless. Yeah, the slip spell is somewhat useful, maybe. She said, and those spell is not gonna work on you or me and anyone really. Apparently that I have hosted. Yeah, but let's just pretend that we slept, okay? Yeah, she said. As they were listening, as our main character could literally just sense. Said there were few, you can say, murder happening. So he just said, a person just got stabbed, huh? As we see our main character just getting there. As Choya just felt, he just smelled the iron. As he said, blood, huh? As our main character said to himself, blood. Oh, we are meeting Sushi, huh? The Duke's daughter. Apparently the Duke was also fucking fool, and you know what? His wife, he couldn't even fucking see. Hey, you do want to catch the favor of the Duke? Colonel said. Maybe, Izuku said. Do you remember the as Colonel said, you can use any healing magic you want. She'll be automatically heal, and I don't get it why. They have to use any specific healing magic recovery, Yes, shit. As what will I do if Toya tried to heal him? As just say, recovery spell. Oh yeah, boy. As they went there. As for our main character, when the fighting came in, as our main character said, I'm just gonna do some shit. As he just literally a sword appeared in his hand. As all Rin, Elise, Toya, and even they both were shocked, all of them, as he just summoned the sword swiftly. As he cut all the lizard man's head, then he just said, "You know what? I'm just gonna fucking. I'm just tired." There were more lizard men spamming, so he just said, "Fuck you all. Fuck you, blast." There was a big ass, a slash. A fuck off slash was thrown off. As the slash literally killed the half of the jungle in blue flames. The blue flames. Fuck you all, blue flames now. As the flames were so intense, it was getting a scarier situation. As Izuku said, deactivate, as the blue flames were all gone. And then the magic caster that was summoning those, lizard men. He just he was just feeling the sheer pressure of our main character. As he could feel the pressure, the magical energy that he radiated was fucking insane. Even he does not possess, even the grandmaster that does not possess this kind of mana, radiating mana. As he said, as he was trembling, as that time he just literally he was just, as he said, he was just looking for some money. That's it, nothing more. As he just said, just fuck. He just said, as he returned his aura. Toya plus all the girls and the soldiers was also shocked to see his aura. And for Sushi, she does not even know what's an aura is, so she just literally is fucking fine. As she said, help, help. The butler, the butler is fucking dying. As our main character said, yeah. He just said, "Hey Toya," he said. Toya just come out of his case, said, "Yeah, use a pot and then use heal." He just nodded and did the same thing happen. As they answer everything, as we see our main character literally does not even bow. As she literally introduced herself as that, as our main character is literally standing with the hand on his pocket, as he said, "Fuck you all, I'm not bowing." He literally said to himself, "Nope, I'm not bowing. No chance," he said. "Even the king, I'm not bowing there." As he said, Colonel just said, "We are gonna get into problem if we don't bow in front of the king. Maybe the duke won't mind it, but still bow in front of the queen at least. King and queens," as he said, okay. As he does not even bow, as the soldier said, "Why aren't you bowing, commoner?" As he just gave him a cold look and said, "What will you do if I don't bow?" As the soldier got quiet. As we see, the Susie said, No need to be hostile, I don't mind. I already owe you my life, so it's okay," she said. As we see, she just said the same thing happened as they escorted her to, the Duke houses, Duke castle or mansion, you can say. As we see, as they were going to take them, they finished the mission already in seconds. As they were into the castle of the Duke, or you can say mansion. Duke Orterine. Sushi Orterine, I guess. Fuck that name. Now he just getting into Sushi's house. Not house, really, castle or fucking mansion. As he go there, as everybody was fucking bowing, as our main character was standing still, not even fucking moving for his position. As the other soldiers said, "Why aren't you bowing?" As Toya and the other soldiers were saying, "Why aren't you bowing, Izuku?" As Izuku just said, "Fuck." He just said, "Nope, I'm not bowing. No chance. I'm a king myself. No chance." As the colonel said, "Yeah, I'm already here. If anything happens." As one of the duke's men got angry and said, "Why aren't you bowing, commander?" As he was about to push his spear into our main character and force him to bow. Then the spear connected with something, but the spear broke off and it just literally reversed into him. as he got scared and said, "What are you gonna do if I don't bow?" As the Duke, no need to be hostile, guys. It's okay. As he said, "I already owe you my thank you, so you don't need to bow at all." As this causes Toya and other to think that what do I do that? Why don't I bow? As for Toya, he does not care even fucking. He just said he's getting into trouble. I don't care. But then again, I do care. He's my friend. As he was thinking the same thing. For others, they just shrugged it off as said, it must be something. But there's still a little bit of a skeptical part about him. We see our main character just talking with the king as the duke just said, sorry for a rude behavior of my soldiers. Said, don't worry, it's just okay. And said, you see, why don't I bow? It's just something that I promised someone that I won't bow to anyone. As he just gave a bullshit. Said, oh, I get it. But you have to, you have to bow in front of the king. I said, I don't mind bowing in front of a king, but other than the king, I don't really care bowing to anyone. As our main character said into his head, as he said, I don't want to make enemies with the whole fucking nation, so yeah, I have to bow in front of the king. As our main character, we see him talk to this as he said while Shushi was traveling to her grandmother's place as learning the no magic recovery. As our main character said, oh, I know recovery. He said, you do? Toya and the other just shouted, yeah. Why ask? Said, why didn't you heal? The other butler said, I didn't want you to use unnecessary mana, he said. As the duke just literally got into, as he duke just eye picked up and said, please heal my wife's eyes. As our main character said, why not, he said. As our main character said, he's gonna fucking go way too much into it. As our main character was in front of the, let's just say, duke's wife. As he said, heal. There was a magic circle. It was not something like a glow, but there was a magic circle around our main character arms. As the magic circle died down, as the wife's eyes were healed in seconds. As she said, huh? As she looked around to see her husband, her husband and daughter, and some other teenager guy with a very beautiful face and handsome face at that. She blushed a little bit at that. She looked at his eyes, sky blue's eyes, as they were pretty. In her case, as we see our main character just said, my work is done, I guess. As he just shifted away from her, as Susie just literally hugged her mother. As everything happened, they talked. The Duke literally gave Izuka and Toya the same thing as Dania, but a little more, bit more of respect to Izuku because he healed his wife. So it happened. As Izuku said, I could abuse. Yeah, I know that, he said. As for our main character, he just said, if I let him do that, I would have not been a powerful person. So yeah, my image in front of the Duke was fucking badass, I can say, he said. As Toya and the other just said, oh yes, Izuku, what kind of spell did you use back there? Spell? Oh yes, the way I blocked it. You can say I came to a few spells that I found in few books. I didn't see those kind of book, as Rin answered. As Izuku said, smart ass, he said to himself. Fuck, what I'm gonna do, as he said. As he was thinking, as he created a bullshit, as he said, you can say a person teach me? What kind of person? A person with a dark, the same vigilante? As they just said, that may be thing. As our main character said, they bought it. Now we are gonna go into a little bit more details now. As the thing happened, they were shopping. As our main character said, I gotta pick some fucking good clothes. He said as he got the money, but he then said, no, I'm not gonna buy got all monies. As he said, Quillen, could you just give me few awesome clothes? Or you can say, show me few awesome clothes. As he said to Quillen. Quillen just said, how about these? As she gave him new clothes. As Izuku, I still remember, guys, Izuku has white hair and sky blue eyes like Guru. So yeah, as he has a new sword also in his arm. Said, why a new sword? It will help in your journey. Remember not to show it in front of your friend. Just make it disappear. Said, okay. As we see Izuku wearing his new outfit, as he came across his friends, as they say, oh Izuku, you look awesome. And Bada said that. Toya said, how did you find it? He said, shops. I don't remember the shop name. I just went into a shop and he gave me this. As he doesn't have the blade, but remember he has the blade if he wants. And I gave the blade a blue flames ability, so I don't care. Now we see our main character just taking his outfit as they start walking. As they do few mission and the same thing happened at the shogi match time. As it was the same rainy day. There the thing, Izuku may not be good at shogi, but he's still decent. And if he want, he could literally be a god in shogi. But he's not being a god. He's being generous to other people. So the same thing happened, but he was playing with the king, so he would lose too soon. So yeah, he was making the king happy. It was a long ass match, but it was a very long ass match. As we see the next day, the same thing, the rain, and they tell Izuku, said, you have your teleportation ability, right? As yes, that now he has the teleportation ability, as they know. So yeah, they said, give this skimp off to the king, as he was getting there. At that time, oh wow, the king was also leaving. As not the king, said the duke was also leaving. As Izuku said, the duke is then leaving. As the duke said, oh Izuku, oh sir Izuku, come here please. As Izuku said, shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get my ass into right now. As he said, oh I remember. As Izuku just pricked his eye, said, shit, I should have brought Toya with me. No, I don't want a fucking 13 or 12-year-old to be there. As he said, no, shit. As he said, a fucking 14-year-old is gonna stuck into me. Hey, wait, I'm 14. Technically, I'm 16 in a way, because in my world, already 2 years already passed. So, yes, 16. He said. As he said, oh no, a 14-year-old is gonna be stuck into my fucking back. He said. But then he said, hey, I don't care. At least I'm gonna be the king. So yeah, fuck off everything, fuck off Toya, fuck off his life. I'm gonna get there. As he went into the duke's carriage, as the duke explained what happened, how his brother got poisoned and everything. As Izuku said, I know, I have listened to this shit many more times. So somebody poisoned the duke to manipulate the princess, right? As Duke said, yes. So apparently, with your recovery skill, maybe we were able to save him. As Colonel said, with your ability, you can also resurrect him if you want. She said, I know, but still, this world is too fucking damn weak to know there is a spell like resurrection. He said, yeah. She said, yeah, but do you want to still try it? I do, but apparently the one they were trying, I'm gonna try on them. As he said, yeah, try on them, but let's see what the world has to offer. As Izuku was doing the same thing as he entered. He's got the same tattoo on his arm you're seeing in the picture here. As Izuku entered with the Duke, they met Count Balsa, or you can say Count Balsa, right? Yes, Count Balsa. As they met him, as we see Izuku getting there, as he said, "Ah, fuck, now the 14-year-old I have met." As he met the girl named Lumina Belfast. As yeah, and said to Toya, hurry up, as not Toya, sorry, fuck, Izuku, hurry up, as Izuku went there as he sighed and said, I'm gonna stuck it. I'm gonna marry this bitch right there. But hey, that bitch is a bitch. I'm gonna already fucking claim her. So I don't care. He said, I don't care about harm, so I'm gonna claim her already. Hey, sex is sex. So yeah. Oh yeah, sex is sex. So I'm gonna already have it. He said. And then he said, hey, the mother is hot, pretty hot too. Maybe I can get into a few action, he said. As we see our main character, we see Lumina's mother just looking at our main character with lust in her eyes and said, the boy is way too much handsome, she said. In her mind, as she said, why am I even thinking it, and I cannot help it. Maybe we could able to talk a little bit. Maybe making him my daughter's husband might get me a little something, she said, as she was having a smile. Then she turned the smile away as she was crying because she knows that her husband is dying again. So yeah, as our main character got into beside his husband bed as he was standing, as he said, the king, that fucking king, he said, I don't want to bow in front of him, but I have to bow, he said. Then he said, heal. As they said, heal, just heal. As that moment, a magic circle appear into, you can say, appear in the down of the bed. As a magic circle, take away the poison, the king wake up. As the king said, huh? As the king was confused before few time, he was in pain and he was clinging onto life. But now the pain is gone. Even he even feel a lot more stronger than before. As he said, "Huh? Why I feel a lot better apparently." As Izuku let's just say get into the side and he's just standing there. As he said, mission complete. Let's see if I can change the fucking future. As everything happened the same as the investigation start, as our main character just said, it was I already know who it was, but I'm not gonna accuse somebody just right yet at least. He said as he gave the same explanation as Toya, and he just said the culprit is in your fucking vicinity, he just said. What? I mean the culprit is someone from the party. So he summoned everyone who were in the party. As they summoned everyone, as he said, you see, this is the glass. As he did wash away the poison. As he said, now this is the glass, I'm gonna pouring it here. As it was another glass, not the king's one. As he gave this glass to the general Leon. As he said, a fine wine. Then he just gave, as he took the king glass and said, he poured the wine and said, now Count Balsa, would you please come here and drink the wine of the king glass. As Count Balsa said, no, I'm not worthy. Said, it's not about worthiness anything, or just drink it. I said, it's not like it's poison after getting into the glass, As Count Balsa was given it arrogantly, as he was literally in the mood and said he think that he was dying. As he said, hey silly, why are you fucking, as he said, wow, it's all you're on your head, I have already washed away the poison from the glass. He said, I know you did that, Count Bolson. As Count Bolson said, oh shit. As said, Count Bolsa, what did you do? The king said. As Count Bolsa was about to run away, as Izuku just said, I don't even fucking believe I'm gonna use the sleep spell. As he said, ah fuck. Nah, I'm not gonna use it, that's too bullshit. As he said, as Izuku summoned his sword, as he said, reality slash. There was few dark blue flames were getting, as Izuku suddenly summoned his sword. As the king was surprised to see this kind of sword, as he said, reality slash. The slash was so great, it even causes a rift between space and time. As the reality slash cut off Count Balsa's leg. As Count Balsa was said, "Oh my legs!" as he was screaming in pain. As the flames were eating away his legs slowly, as it was getting into his body, as Izuku said, deactivate. As the flame in the sword disappeared, as Izuku said, I guess he's your. As he said to the king, said, "Do I heal his leg or not?" He said, "No, no need." The king said, "It's his punishment." As they take Count Balsa away. As for Lumina, she got a little scared by the, you can say, brutality she just saw, but then again, the king was literally at fucking awe as seeing his strength. As the sword disappeared, as he said, "So, I guess our work done here." As she said, "You're smart and brutal at the same time and kind also." As our main character said, "Oh fuck. No, not that again, fuck." He said. But then again he said, "No, sex is sex, so yeah, I'm gonna already have it." As the same thing happened, they were talking to each other as Izuku just said, Izuku was just drinking the tea, as he said, "The tea is awesome, but then again too sweet." As he wanted the sweetness to go away a little bit, but too sweet. As our main character, we see him as Lumina and that she took Izuku as her husband, as Izuku said, fucked, I'm fucked, I know, but sex is sex." He just said, "Yeah." As Izuku said, "You princess, you just met me a few hours ago." He said, I I don't care." As the king gave the same explanation, said, "You know, still, if you just met me 2 hours ago, I could be bad. You see, I'm brutal." Said the king said, "I don't care. My daughter has mystical eyes, and she could clearly see that you are a good person." As our main character said, I said, "Fuck." As the king said, "Do you accept then?" As our main character said, "Do I have any choice?" "Yes, you do, but do you still accept?" As the main character said, "Of course I do, your majesty." He said. As Lumina was happy on the way line, as Izuku just said, "So how old is she?" 14. The main character said, "Shit." As he said, "Hey, wait a fucking second, I was 14 too." As Kulin just said, "Izuku, don't you dare think about having her before me." As she just gave a menacing aura and said, "I'm gonna be your first time or else." As Izuku said, "Yeah, don't sweat it, you're gonna be my first time." As she just said, "Okay, now I'm happy." As we see, she's 40, 50, 60. Oh, no. In fucking anime, she was 12. Sorry, 12. Now said, "So how freaking old is she?" Izuku said, 12. Why? As our main character said, "Fuck. Too young. Too young." As our main character said, "Don't you think it's too young to marry her off just right yet?" I said, "No, I don't think." As they said, you see, me and my husband also met at a very young age. As they said, "Oh shit." As our main character said, At least we could wait, at least 2 years at least, until we are 18 or that." I said, "How old are you then, Izuku?" Is at a time stop right now. 2 years already passed in a way. So, yeah, 16, 17, 18, 2 years. Okay. 16, he said. As then they said, "Okay, now the 2 years, if like as less. I'm married off at 18, and I guess you were gonna marry our daughter after 2 years. What do you say? Azizuku said, I don't mind. He just was in his room as he said, fuck. As the god said, hey Izuku, I'm able to contact you. As Izuku's phone said, I don't know, god, maybe some technical difficulty. Maybe, but I don't see. And I've seen the little moment of you and what happened to you. Said, how did you see that? I'm interested in how did you gain that magic? I said, a person. What person? A person was there and I was able to copy it from him. He just said the magic name and everything. I did. I said, that's interesting. Okay. As the god leave, we see our main character said, fuck, he's able to see us. As Colonel said, oh, I forgot to put the barrier so he cannot see us. Ah, fuck, she said, as the barrier was put. As he's, yes, now the god is not able to interfere with our work. As we see the god as God said, huh? What happened? As he's trying to see Toya's life, but unfortunately he's not even able to see Toya. As he said, what? As he tried to get into that world, but there is a barrier. As he said, oh, how there is a barrier? As he was panicking. But then we go to our main character perspective. As the main character said, yeah, now he's not able to interfere. Now we see she is literally coming with Izuku, so yeah, there is no denying that. As Izuku and she went into the Silver Moon Inn as she was literally holding Izuku's hand. As Izuku said, you know what? I myself prefer older women, but this story overall has some developed body at least, he said. As we see Toy and the other Jay just said, you just came back and you were just out for 3 hours and came back engaged, huh? That's interesting. Rin said. The big sister one, apparently the big sister said. As one of the Selvaska sisters said, the big one, as she heard a little ominous aura, but then again she left that aura. As our main character said, yeah, fuck. As now they go to their first mission as the King Ape, yeah. The King Ape was happening. As for Izuku, oh yeah. Izuku was not fighting with them. As Izuku said, I'm gonna fight myself on the other side. So, hey Toya, could you please do something to keep, my fiance safe at least, he said. As Toya said, okay man. As we see Izuku taking his sword out. As they all were shocked, said, how did you get the sword? Toya said, oh, I came it across. Why? Where did you get that? That's look for fucking expensive. Said yes. So what? He said. Where did you get the money? Did you forget the blessing that I have? As do I remember that when he said ultimate money, he said, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, now bye, he said. As we see, he's summoning the sword as he went inside the forest, killing his own thing. As he said, I gotta use the purple one, but at least not yet. As we see our main character just doing his own thing. As our main character when returned, he saw the summons. As he said, wolves. That's interesting. Or what kind of spell is that? He said, a summoning spell. As our main character said, summon. Fuck. Hey, I can summon my own fucking thing if I want. Can't I? As then the Colonel said, Cornell said, yes, you can summon me. If you want, you can also summon me, How will you come? I'm gonna come as a snake. What do you say? You mean, hey, can I summon, servants from Fate's Day Night? Izuku said. Who do you want to summon? Gorgon, he said. That may be acceptable, she said. As our main character said, yep, I'm gonna summon Gorgon. As our main character just got the spell from Lumina, the mission was finished already. Toya and Izuku, both of them were in their own summoning circles. As for our Izuku, he just summons, as he just used the spell a little bit. He did not say the word, but he did do something. At that time, his magic circle was different, so yeah. As Toyas came out, is the same white monarch, he named Kohaku. Hey, now for my turn. As Izuku take his own summon out. As there was, you can say, not smoke, but there was a bright light. As the light died down, but there was something that made everyone scared out of their life. There was a woman. But apparently the scary part, the woman had a snake head for hair and snake legs. Everything was scary about her. But she was extremely developed, as our main character just looked at her and Colonel said, "You see, she is gonna accept you as her master infinitely, and she is not gonna question anything. She is gonna stay with you as long as you want." Colonel answered. As we see our main character, having a grin, and he said, as suddenly the summon said, "Are you my master?" As Izuku just said, "Yes, I'm your master, Izuku Midoriya," he said. "Midoriya Izuku, I accept you as my master from now on." As she literally radiated a powerful magic aura. Even the white monarch was scared of her aura. As she turned into she shrinked a little bit to match her master height. As she bowed down to her master, as Izuku just said, "Huh, that's interesting." He said, as for Lumina, she was scared. She was scared shitless, but then again, she just told Izuku, as Gorgon said, "Am I that scary, master?" Said, "No, you're not scary, you're beautiful, Gorgon." As Lumina said, "Gorgon, I have never heard about that." I said, "Of course, how will you heard about that? She is from other world, of course." As Lumina just said, "So what kind of summoning beast are you?" As she just said, "Beast." As Izuku just got into a telepathic position, I said, "Gorgon, just play along with it." As Gorgon said, "Of course, master." As she played and said, "I am a heavenly class. I'm even a godly class at that. Not a heavenly, I'm a godly class summoning beast," she said. As Lumina just believed because she could feel that aura that she has. As she said, so master, with your permission, I would like to be around your side." And said, "It's gonna be a little difficult, being around my side as a, big snake." And said, "I can shrink down my other form you want. A human form at least." As she said, as Izuku said, "Of course, you can do that at least." As she said, "Of course, master." As she shrunk into her human form, as she just stand behind her master in a maid outfit. Yes, she is in her maid outfit, and Izuku said, "Interesting. Come on, let's go, I guess." As they all went to meet their friends. As for Lumina, she was just literally clinging onto Izuku because Izuku, let's just say, was staring into Gorgon's breast a little bit. So he just said, "I don't know why, but my own summoning, I feel fucking horny." He said to himself, "Hey, I guess, hey, would you like to do something today?" As he told Colonel. As Colonel said, "Of course, I would like to do that shit," she said, with a sadistic smirk, and said, "Today night we're gonna have some fun, yeah." As he said, "How about twosome?" "Oh yes, you wanna add the snake beach, right?" She said, yeah, so what do you say? Of course. As we go to them meeting others, as the other said, who is that? As Izuku said, she is my summoning beast, said Beast, as Gorgon turned into other form and said, oh, as Dave got scared and said, what kind of beast is she? As Lumina said, a godly beast. As Gorgon turned into her human form. Now we see they were moving on to another page. Now I'm gonna watch the anime a little bit. I forgot after that. Now guys, I have watched the not the whole but episode 8, so I'm gonna finish it very soon. You see now we go to New now. They return to an inn. Now in the inn, Lumina did not stay with our main character, but she is in a different room. So and Medusa is not leaving our main character's side. So yeah, fuck. As our main character and Medusa, they were on the same room. Yes, that time. You know who came? The system bitch, Kunel, she came. As we see Zuko get into his own room, as in the bed, Cornell was there. As Medusa, not Medusa, I mean Gorgon was surprised. As she said, Master, who is she? As she said, your mistress. As isn't Miss Lumina my mistress? Gorgon said, nah. She is just a bystander for us. Just run her for now, she's just a bystander. So come on, let's have some fun. As we're gonna time skip, I am not interested in lemon not right yet. This is the first one, so not right yet. As they had fun, you can say for Izuku, he would just keep getting into big to small breaths, and for him it was fucking awesome. As he was in heaven, and with Konal magic, as she just blocked the noise from getting out of the room. And yeah, whole night he was having fun. And he doesn't need to sleep, so yeah, whole night he was having fucking fun. And the stamina, oh ho 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 ho. Cornell and they both were at it. Let's just say 17 time. Yeah. Still stamina is stamina, 70 time. And for she was just fucking. So yeah, it happened. Now we go to the next day, the slime mission. Yeah, apparently our main character does not take the mission of slimes. He was not taking the mission, or you can say he did not saw the which mission is they're getting into, as he himself hate the slimes. So he does not literally care about the slime mission. He will go into the S or even higher rank mission, so he does not care. As we see, they're taking the slime mission as they were riding the cart. Everybody was sad because mostly girls hate the slimes, so they were just saying, why do we have to do this? As said, the report says that the scientists lived to the castle before, and now that castle is filled with slimes. As said, do we have to do this mission? As Lumina said, as Toya said, we have to do this or else the villagers are staying in constant fear of those slimes. As said, the slime aren't that dangerous, As said, what they attack the other people? As let's just say Lumina said, are you planning something pervert? She said to Toya. As Toya said, nope. As everything happened, now we go to the castle. As our main character just knows something's gonna happen. He knows that a fucking frying pan is gonna fall into Toya's head, so he was just waiting in the back. As Toya opened the gate, as see, everything is safe. As he was about to finish that sentence, a fucking bowl fell into his head. As he said, "Itte." As said, this. How did as he saw it turned into slime. As said, transforming slime, interesting. Izuku said. As they were talking now, that time green slime appear. Green slime appear as they all run into the stairs. As everything happened, we see the green slime. Suddenly a white liquid came into the stairs. As They were saying, huh, white liquid, huh? That's interesting. Izuku said, as Izuku knew something's gonna happen, as he already activated his limitless on him as he started to float. Then Gorgon also was there, so also she started to float because of limitless that Izuku is using. As we see, they tripped. As for Lumina, she was floating, and Toya did not sleep because of Kohaku. Now Toya did not sleep, so yeah, because of Kohaku. As Gorgon, Lumina, and our main character, they did not even sleep. They were just floating in the air. As said, that's cheating. As for for our main character, he just said, not interested. As we see our main character just looking at them with bored eyes. As they said, the slimes, did you see? They just fucking. She said they just eat my skirt whole. They just melt my whole skirt up. As Liz said, then Ria said, "See, the slime was so strong that it even cut through some of my bindings." As we see, Toya was looking at them with, you can say, panic. As for our main character, it was just boring. As he said, "I've seen better side. These are just boring." Yeah, of course, Colonel. Of course, you explore many unexplored places there that you shouldn't have explored at your age. That's why it's boring to you. She said, "Of course." So, wanna have another round tonight? Hey, don't you mean 17 round? Yeah, he said as he have a smile. Then the smile disappears. As let's just say Liz, she hurt fucking A. She literally punched Toya. As she was about to punch Izuku, as the punch was about to connect, there was a wall, said, huh? As Izuku said, "Don't you dare try to punch me." As she just backed away because of there was a magic intent, that a killing intent type. As she backed away, we see our main character just getting into few slime action. As for as our main character reached the hallway, as there were few fucking statues. In the statues, he saw, huh? As Toya was just looking at the statues, the bust of the statues, as he said, As for our main character, as he said, "Yeah, Toya, don't you see they are moving?" He said, "Yeah, man, I also wanted to say that." As we see both our main character and Toya was squishing one of the best, as he said, oh shit, this feels like real," he said. As said, "Real?" Lumina just literally picked up and said, "How do you know this feels like real?" Said, I know, that's how." Said, "How do you know it?" "I know, that's how." "How do you know it?" My question, as Lumina just said. He did the same thing that Lumina did in the anime. She just blew away the fucking best slime. As Lumina said, "I'm rebellious, you know that, right?" Said, "Of course." Said, "Tell me, how do you know that?" As Izuku just said, in the past, you can say, I had done something. As that time, Lumina done something. Done what? How the fuck I'm gonna tell that right there? I need to come up with the bullshit. "Hey, could you help me?" Said, "Nah, sorry, I'm not coming up with that. You're on your own." I said, "You betray me, bitch." I said, "No, bitch, I didn't betray you. I'm tired." As said, "Aren't you a fucking system? You shouldn't be tired." Said, "Huh, did you forget what you wished last night?" Said, "What?" "You said you and me have inhuman amount of stamina, so you wish to make our stamina a little bit panting, so we have less stamina and we could have fun." Said, "Huh, I should have I should have thought well." "Yeah, you should have. Now fuck." As he said, "Okay, yes, you can say I went through a strip club few months ago in And you can say I got lucky and I got laid a little bit. By who? By someone I know. Who is the someone that you know? Said, why do you care? I care because I'm your fiance. As Izuku said, oh fuck, this is getting more and more complicated. I said, oh, it's a one night stand, so no need to worry. Really? Yes, it's a one night stand, so no need to worry. Come on. Izuku said, fuck, I gotta do something. As they reach, many slime places. Oof. The slime mission was finished at that. Yeah, it was fucking finished. We see the greatest creation, the slime that imitated girls. As he said, hey, those are bullshit. Fuck these slimes. He said, then we see the next day. They were getting into, the Beastman city. They were gonna go to the Beastman country. As they were escorting Olga there. We'll see. They were escorting the ambassador Olga that was accused for poisoning the king. Now they were going there. As Leona, one of the knights of the Belfast, has said, who are those guys they are escorting? As they make them tempting the anime. As they went in the carriages, they did their thing. As for Izuku, he was just bored as shit. As Gorgon said, Master, can I go into my summoning realm or invisible part? Said, oh, you can go into a pocket dimension if you want. As Gorgon went into her pocket dimension. There was a big ass house and everything she would like there. As we see, Izuku was alone. And Conan said, so how are you holding there, Izuku? Good, apparently pretty good, and I'm bored. Yeah, I know, though the dragons are extremely weak. And the mission and the bandits, these are all fuck, he said. Yeah, and she also said, you will gonna have a spar with the king of the beast man. Oh yes, the cheetah, right? Yes, he's a cheetah, half human, beast man apparently. Huh. I bet he'll gonna be surprised when he see my immense amount of speed. Yeah, his excel speed doesn't even match yours, you know that. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with him. As he laughed a little bit. We see he's sensing the both Lupus and Lapis there because they're with the espion's card, They were princess's personal guard, espion's card. As our main character said, Lupus, they both are over there, huh? Interesting. He said, nope, I'm not gonna catch them over there. As we see, our main character suddenly teleported inside the carriage. As said, so what are you playing? Nothing, dear, Lumina said. Cards, huh? Yeah, just having fun. As she's just resting her head onto our main character's shoulder. As our main character said, I don't wanna do the fucking sex, but hey, she's too little. Fuck, she's too little. I could help with that. How? Age her up with the time magic that I have? Nah, don't do that. Fuck, I don't wanna do that to her, but what do you say? Hey, what do you say? Do you wanna become purifier? You really wanna become purifier? I do not care, but still, I'm 40 technically. She is just 2 years younger. That's it. Yes, you're technically 40, but your physics and that meat that you're holding in the between your two legs is too big for her. As Izuku said, yeah, but still, I can show her the ways of fun if you know. You really wanna show a little kid the ways of fun at the age of 12, huh? Fuck. It's just fucking fun for you guys. It's nothing personal. I said, okay, I won't do that. As Colonel said, okay, now focus. Yeah. As we see, everything happened the same now. In the night, they were camping. bandits was there. As Toya said, they are bandits. As Izuku said, wait. Before he do something, he just called out Supreme Aura. As this spell was casted, a aura that even far executed a god was released. This aura was released at every bandit there pissed their pant over there as they were panting. They were struggling to stay conscious as they said, "What is that aura?" As we see, Zuko just said, "Nah, I'm not using anymore." As they were all panting, said, "There is something dangerous around here." As Izuku said, "Black flames, negative wave." As he said, "Nah, nah, cancel the black flames." As he said, "Negative wave." As a wave of negative aura there, as every bandit we could hear a screaming of pain, slaughtered. Everything could be heard. As the other people just got scared by this, but then again, Lumina is not surprised by that fact. Why? There is some other reason she is not scared of that anymore. She know how brutal and merciless her husband could be, so she does not mind that. Now we go to a little bit of more extra things. As they came across a town, they came across a town. As the town carried many things, as we see our main character is fucking clueless. Now we go to a perspective of Toya, as the same thing happening to Toya as they were exploring the city, as Lumina was exploring the city with Toya because Izuku does not like exploring. So yeah, she is exploring the city. But again, she likes Izuku way too much and she wanted to buy a gift for Izuku. Izuku did not take anything that she gave him. Now we see Toya's perspective. Toya seeing a potential couple, Leon and Olga. But he was fucking wrong. You see, Olga like Izuku. You see, Izuku has spent time with her a little bit and start knowing her, so Olga started to like him very much. As we go to the perspective of Izuku, he does not care. He's just moving in his own accord. As he was fucking fine. As we go to Toya's perspective, Toya just was with Olga's sister, as Olga's sister was just said, "So what do you like?" As we see, Izuku was there also in the same part. As Izuku was just the city and the marketplace. As he listened what Olga and he like, as Leon just went to the other side before he bought the same thing. As Izuku said, the fox bitch like this, huh? Hey, not that bad, I could make her mine. Said, you wanna steal women's now? Of course I do. I am a healthy teenager. Why wouldn't I? I do that. Of course you would do that. As a character by the same hairpin that Olga would like. As he buy the same thing as he returned there. After a few minutes we see Leon. The knight Leon came and tried to buy the same thing, but unfortunately he is not able to buy it. And we see our main character already has given Olga the hairpin. As you can say, Toya and the Lumina wondered, said if Leona gave her that, but they were wrong. Now we go to the night again. The night of, you can say, they already has entered the Beastman territory, and they were passing by the village where a dragon was attacking. As for Izuku just said, having fun with the dragon, I ain't. Yeah, now we're gonna have fun, he said. As Lumina said, dear, don't go wild. Can promise that I'm going crazy right now, he said, as he summoned his sword. as he just summoned his sword and said, I'm gonna go crazy. As he him in the amount of speed, everybody they were just traveling with him. Even the soldiers were extremely extremely jealous seeing his skill about high jump, as he just kicked the dragon in the head, making him fall in the ground. As Toya said, should I help? Said nope. Izuku answered, as Izuku said, I'm gonna have fun on my own accord, as he just beating at the dragon with his bare fist, then said, I don't need the sword, as the sword disappeared. As we see Izuku just holding the dragon by his tail, and he said, now too late, as he slammed the dragon to the ground. And then he said, nah, I'm too tired to play with you with the hand. As he said, as the sword appeared, then he said, a wave of darkness suddenly came over the sword. As the dark flames started to disperse, as said, you know what, dragon, die, he said. As the dark flames engulfed the not dark flames, fuck, cancel the dark flames, I wanna do something else. You see the blade, it was not in his usual color, you can see not the blue flames were coming out, but it was just normal sword right there. As he said, he literally cut the dragon's head in dragon's head, as the dragon had fallen to the ground. We see the dragon was just nothing left. As he said, this dragon was extremely fucking weak, I didn't even use my fucking spells. As for even Toya was surprised knowing how strong Izuku is, as Toya wondered if did the god favor Izuku more. But Toya just left this thought. We see for Olga, she was just literally getting there, and you can say wiggling her tail, and said, Sir Izuku, you're so strong. Said, thank you, he said to Olga. As we see Illumina just said, yes dear, you were strong. As now we see our main character Izuku just said, yeah, as he could feel the espion's scarred voice literally seeing Illumina, as he said, so those two maids are there already. Huh. Oh fuck, I forgot about something. Oh shit, they already got the home, Izuku has already got the home, and Izuku does not mind Toya living there with him. So yeah, and he said, I don't care really, you leave or not, I don't care, I'm not staying in this home alone, he said. As then Illumina didn't mind that. So yeah, as we come back to the dragon, as in the morning the villagers were literally celebrating, as they sell dragon meat and the other valuable items from the dragons. They took some dragon teeth and dragon horn or teeth, I don't remember, but horns are teeth, I guess. As they gave them to Toya, because not Toya, let's just say gave them to Izuku. As Izuku said, what am I gonna do with those? He said, so you can make a nice sword with these. As Izuku said, nice sword, I have already nice sword. As he summoned the sword again, said, oh, we thought, said, no, don't worry, I'm gonna take that already. So gave it. As he just said, here you go, sir. As we Izuku just tapped it and it disappeared. Said, okay, I have already got it, so don't worry. As the chief said, yes, thank you, sir. As they leave, we see them coming into, as we see Izuku coming to the carriage. As Izuku just said, oh Toya, I have something to give you. I said, what is it, man? I said, you know the modeling spell, right? Yes, I do know the modeling spell. Do you want me to make it for you? No, I don't want that. I want you to have this. As he gave Toya a big ass tooth, and what I'm gonna do with it? He said, you can make sword if you want, and you can make a gun with these guns. Yes, craft a gun with a mobile. You have it. Oh, yes, Toya got X skill, and the next one Toya make the guns. Yes, everything happened. As for Izuku, they were surprising a little something. Let's just say, as they came into the basement castle, as everybody said, as Izuku just said, should I bow? As he said, fuck, I'm bowing. He was just bored and said, I don't wanna fucking mess up everything. As they bow, we see she explained the same thing as anime. As now, the Beastman, the king, he wanted to spar with Toya and Izuku, so he said, okay, single. So he said, first I wanna have a fight with the dragon killer. As it was not Toya, Izuku. So Izuku said, are you sure, Your Majesty? Yes, I'm sure, very sure. As the matches rule were given, as one of the elders said, please, please, Sir Izuku, please, Sir Izuku, please teach our, let's just bash our king hard, very, very hard, that he does not do anymore. Please do it for the kingdom that we love, or the subject we love him. As said, okay, he said. So, is it, let's just say, if can I use my hands? He said, really? As the king said, yes, can I use my hand? I don't want to use sword. It's gonna be too easy for me. He said, how so? As he just said, okay, I'm gonna show you. As he held the wooden sword and said, and look, as he just used a slash and there was a fucking cut mark appear. Let's just it was a loud explosion and they saw the destruction with the one single sweep can do. As the king said, oh, of course, you can take your hands. As we see Izuku just taking his hand and one hand in his pocket and said, sure, as he rushed forward. As they were having their fun, you can see Izuku was holding back a lot apparently, as he was just bored. As there was a neutral expression there. As the king said, now to tune the match up a little bit, as he used Excel. As the Excel fighters for Izuku, he just said, who I know, where are you? As Izuku just literally come there and punching the king into the gut. As the king just literally, the king spit out some spit, As he said, oh, that was a nice punch, the king said. As Izuku said, thank you, Your Majesty. As we see Izuku just bashing him more and more, and as we see Toya and everyone just judging Izuku and said, the king doesn't even stand a chance against Izuku, Lumina said with a pride and said, yeah. No one apparently stood a chance against Izuku, others said, yeah. Now we see King was just beaten up too very badly position and said, you win, I don't want to fight anymore. As we see the Toya fight began, as he said, it's an easy one. As it was little easier than Izuku because Toya wasn't as strong as Izuku. But Toya did win still. As King said, damn it. Damn my luck, I lost 2 times. He said. As we see there went a little celebration for Izuku. He was wearing the same clothes that you're seeing right there. He doesn't wear any other things like the traditional clothing. That was Indian style, by the way, if I know. That's an Indian style clothing. Now we see the second thing coming. Hey, the lady Olga. Hey, you see, Olga wanted to dance with Izuku. So Izuku, on the other hand, he was just doing eating. He was doing the eating part, as the food was good for him. Sorry, he was doing the eating part, so it was fucking fine for him. As Olga came and said, Sir Izuku, can we have a little dance? Izuku said, As Izuku looked at Leon as he had defeated, as he said, my woman, taken him. As Izuku said, why not? As Lumina and Toya just said, huh? Olga liked it like Izuku. As for Lumina, she was just having a little. She wasn't able to decide what was happening. As for Izuku, she just saying that I cannot keep up with him. He's charming everyone that he sees. As Izuku, she said, he has already even had his first time with somebody I don't know. As she said, I have to hurry up and grow, or else some might take him away from me. As we see, we go to Izuku even more now. As Izuku was dancing with her after a little while, as Izuku said, "Hey, the dance is fine." After the fin dance, we see Olga invited Izuku for a little date. Yes, Izuku is so fucking dashing that he doesn't needs he doesn't need people to go on a date with him. People will invite him on a date. Yes. As Izuku, he got in a date as for Leon, as he was like a fucking bitch, so he was just following both of them. As for Izuku was just fucking bold as shit. He was just literally holding Olga's hand like it was like nothing. As for Illumina, she was fucking pissed she was. As she said, damn, damn, damn. As Izuku could tell that Lumina was following him as he said, damn. As we go on, we see some people, let's just say, terrorizing some of them. As Izuku just said, Olga, could you wait around a little bit? Said, it's just coming. As Izuku is already fucking with slam everyone over there, as the king and the other didn't have to appear. As the other said, we were complain to the king. You outsider people hit us. As said, go on, complain. I don't care. He said. As they said, damn, get out of here, guys. As they get out. As for Izuku, the date went well. As they return. For Izuku, he was just said, fuck. Bullshit, I guess. Now we're gonna go to the different thing. As now we see they're trying some new items on the city. As now they're gonna have some curry. Now we see Izuku and Toya, they were having their life of that time. As Toya said, Izuku, do you feel that someone is following us? Yes, of course I do. I know who are they. Don't worry. Is it Gorgon? Oh, Gorgon. Yes, don't worry. Okay, as Toya leave. As we see our main character said, I guess time for us to play. As Konu said, yep. As Izuku disappeared from the view. As he appeared behind both of the ninja like girls as they tried to run, but Izuku just said paralyzed. As they both got paralyzed, and we see Izuku taking them on his one hand and jumping down in the building as he went into one alleyway. As he bind them and said, "So who are you? Who are you?" The same interaction. As he was said, hey, I should check around for something. Maybe I will get something awesome. Said, I know you know the fucking information. Who are they? Yes, I do know them. So you don't do that. Said, I'm gonna do that. As he like Toya, he touched the bosoms. But hey, Toya literally pressed him and said, you are a woman, and said, hey, Lapis, I know it's you. He literally says, surprising Lapis said, Mama Lord, as said, I know it's you, as he literally pressing them really too hard as she was controlling her moan and said, don't worry on that. As he pressed again with a lot more softness, then he just said, now I'm gonna slide it in. As he slid his hand into her clothing, as said, now to more fun. I said, oh shit, these are soft. They may be small, but these are soft. As he was having his fun of his life, and with the other hand, he was fondling the other girl. As the both was said, we as they said, yes, we conceive it's us. As Izuku played dirty with them, as they do not mind that they laugh that apparently. As we see now for Izuku has already fucking fine life. Izuku now went into the Toya's position as they were still guarding. As we see Lupus and the other maid, they were fucking too much embarrassed to spy around more. And as Izuku get to the restaurant, as he just said, trouble has already Already gone, so yeah, fine. As he went inside, as he saw they were eating curry, I said, huh, eating curry, huh? Did you order for me too? I said, yes, of course I did. As he said, the curry came as Izuku is before you can take Toy and the others take the curry as it was fine. As for other they just feel fucking spicy thing as Toya take it was too fucking spicy for Izuku just eat spice as at first he just felt spicy a bit but then it felt fine as Izuku wondered what could that be. As Colonel said, I know it sucked but because of getting resistant to everything nearly your taste bugs are like at first you would feel that then again you will not feel it that much as Izuku said yeah it literally does not taste good. I guess I'm into classy things said yes you're into classy things as now we go to I'm gonna finish it over here.